Was gonna do Metal Wolf today. Completely forgot that probably need to finish this first if I'm gonna go ahead and do if I'm gonna plan on Resident Evil 9 this coming weekend. Also didn't even realize that my skateboard actually carried over. Let's see. Also, I'm running a little bit behind because I forgot about doing something this past week. Completely forgot to do it. And so my dad is basically coaching me on things, which I'll get back to him on that. He decided to text me as soon as I hit live, so so probably gonna be as much as this is a priority, I also kind of see it as like a right. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of nasty stuff over here in America. The best, you know, planet in the entire fucking galaxy. Let me see. Let's make sure I'm actually seeing stuff here. Okay. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I'll get back to it. All good. All right, hi, hello, how goes it? Let's back to vibes. Or at least what should be vibes. Except I got, what is his name, Coney? Is that his name? Yeah, this jackass. I'm watching you. Get some coffee, because I don't want to see you doze off. No sleeping. I seriously wish I had the, like, I don't know, what do they call it in Tony Hawk? It was like bean or something like that. Which is weird, because bean I know is a baseball term. I don't know it as a skateboard term. Oh, buddy, it looks like the fuss isn't too happy with you. More fuss officers. Since when was it called fuss officers? Hang on. No? Better submit that appeal now or we're in trouble. I'm not in trouble. You are. I should have let him fall asleep. Appeals mailbox. Yes, I do remember that. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oi! I pressed the wrong button. That's also what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get. You gotta be kidding me. All right, there we go. That's the plea letter in the mailbox. All right, we clear? Then the scared didn't even have to wait for one eternity. That's nice. It's been better than any DMV you end up going to. All right, neat. Now, can Coney get off my ass? Inside the market of arrivals was a giant ring of screen. Oh, literally a giant ring of screen. Got it. It was too fast, too small, too much to read. The blood seer hung at the top, suspended by chains. That is a literal eyeball. It watches as every new underworld soul is listed. Hey, boss! Coney shouts. Boss! These rats got a document for you. Seer does not respond. Hey, boss! Can you just strike down on him? Like, just some lightning, anything? My boss is deaf. Inconsiderate little prick. Present your document to the viewing platform in the center there. Then my boss will read your appeal. Wait, so why did I put it in the damn, the mailbox, then? You know, okay. I'm getting up before I hurt myself. The document at the viewing podium. Mobius strip. That's right. I remember that now. Boss, the rats have a document. We're focused on the document. Please, God, no. Processing form. Though its divine... Oh, through its divine lens, the seer read the document. I'm gonna turn the document over and over. Boss? Diagram wrapped in on itself, the header eating its tail. Let's see, it was frozen in a... Oh. Oh, incredible. Seer's chains dangled into the ground. Well, how convenient. Oh, okay, hang on. I ripped out one of the Bloodseer's chains, okay, yeah. So, what is this one? Oi!
Information.
Can we, please? Nolly, got it. I see you, do not worry. I'm a little worried. Just a bit.
Information. Information.
Okay, boss, you do your thing. Yeah, run, you little bitch. I do not like that guy. Little fucking bootlicker kiss ass.
Switch off the electronic equipment. Information.
That makes sense.
Information.
Case has been expedited. Nice. You know, okay. Okie doke.
Information. Information.
Your soul is poor. How dare you? Don't look directly into it, the rabbit says. Its gaze will rip your soul apart. Reviewed your contract. Yeah, it is denied. Man, a lot of work that ended up paying off for. Inside the seer's gaze, the green moon. Oh, shit. Okay, well, noted. All right, what the hell do I do? Whoops. Seriously, what do I do? What? Oh, okay. I gotta do it in its gaze. Got it. That went well. Ah. There you go. All right, give me my Mick Green Moon. Bro, are you okay? Shit. The Bloodseer was crying. It was soaked. Okay. Arrest the demon. The demon has breached my retina. Has found the green moon. I must sleep. Arrest the demon, void the contract, terminate the banquet, delay the demon by all means. Cannot let the night end. The eternal centipede must sleep. I don't remember that. Against proper paperwork and the vitreous of the Bloodseer. The now fugitive skater met the tiny green moon. Yeah? Was anxious, jittery. I was about to say something pretty sketchy and I All right. This is technically our 4th moon. There's 8 chapters, apparently. So I don't know what's going to happen after a certain amount of time. Gulp down the green moon. The letter came delivered before the skater could sleep. Slot just glared at the skater. Oh? A demon. Yes, a demon has been going around eating moons. Multiple eyewitnesses have seen this moon eater in action. I'm famous. They describe this demon as constantly carrying around a piece of wood with wheels. This demon was described as being made of glass, has already eaten 4 moons. Yeah, so technically yes, 4 moons. The Department of Death has launched an investigation. An official statement by the department head called for the capture of this so-called moon eater. The Department of Death has mobilized a search unit after the loss of the green moon, but the question remains. Oh. Okay. More real life stuff. Who is this demon? And why is this demon eating the moons? You know, I wish I had that answer myself. I'm just doing it because I can, apparently. From the Department of Death, you are under arrest. Immediately cease all sleep. Failure to comply will wake the eternal centipede. Wasn't that what I want to do? That took no time at all. No hesitation. At the Department of Death, wiry officers of fuss crept their shadows from stone cabinets to file sacred paperwork. A small fuss woke the skater from sleep. Sleep which was prohibited here. To court then. Who sneered at the skater but the Bloodseer? Investigation of your soul yields no valid contract to eat these moons. And so the skater appealed with drawn-out poetry made from letters in the air, penned by a tortured pigeon. It's just, I don't know, reading some of this out loud is kind of throwing me for a loop. The appeal wrapped itself in a devilish Mobius loop. Paper trick that pulled the seer from the stream of souls. Yanked quick, the skater imprinted upon its retina weeping flips and strained grinds. Against proper paperwork inside that seer, the now fugitive skater devoured austere a sour apple moon. Oh, yeah, okay, I could see that. Sour apple. Okay, on to chapter 5. Dropped through by pure sleep, the skater evaded the fuss by... It's also just kind of dawning on me that it's the fuzz, but it's called the fuss, by streets of darkly sparkled sludge. Hey! Not you. Wake up, buddy. It's time to eat shit. Okay. Department of Death is looking for you, as your contract seems invalid. But you are made of glass, no? Your Faustian pact remains. Perhaps this is part of the devil's test. The depth here is full of wrathful souls. The moon owned by a penguin? Purely out of spite. Okay. It's caged atop his building, where he holds it for ransom. Ownership of his own soul is what the penguin or anyone desires. I feel like I might have actually gotten ahead of this right here. What? Oh. Oh. I didn't get all the way through. Wow. Interesting. Okay, noted. I may not own the stars nor the sky, yet a deed titles the moon as mine. Somewhere, sometime, dark red signatures shook hands and souls exchanged rivers. In the underworld, plaques are law. It was written in stone, someone owned the moon. The moon is mine. This goofy little fella. I'll show them, those filthy curators. I love him already. He's probably gonna be just as much of a dickhead as Coney, but we'll see. Woke up in a foreboding room. Oh, you're awake. The Department of Death is looking for you. Though I gotta say, if you get caught by the fuss, I'm running out of here. Off there. Excuse me. I wonder if you guys can actually see Mochi's, I didn't even notice her chattering. Yeah, there she is, right there. Hey, here. A little comfy spot for her. Okay. Anyway, take a look outside. The moon here is sitting on top of a building, caged inside. Seems like easy pickings. The TV flickers static. Bye now. Okay. No, not there yet. Wait, talk? Oh, that's right. You've swallowed many moons, but why? Your divine quest has led you against the law. The fuss is not happy with your moon-devouring quest. Why has the devil not stepped in? Those moons swirling in your stomach, do they grant you any sort of power? Maybe? Maybe not. 5 count of cosmos in your stomach. Nearly 2 more moons for you to eat. Now let us ponder. When you attend the devil's banquet, will you be too full? Too full for freedom. Is that the devil's trick? 40,000 souls scream within. The holy carrot. Oh. Nothing I can really do about that. It's fine. The violet moon was caged atop a building. Had a constant slight vibration as it let off petite fumes. Staring at its deep violet hue would corrupt any soul's calm. It looked quite tasty. What kind of flavors are purple? Except for blueberry. Because blueberry is not blue. It's... Actually, hang on, let me see. Scary was tired, but not sleepy. I know the feeling, dog. I know the feeling, dog. Okay, let's see. Slotcher was investigating the other hallway. Skater walked the other way. Why? Okay, well. I can't go that way. Understood. I am a fugitive for a reason, apparently. The apartment was on Molt Street, excuse me. The air was singed with carbon, massive threads snuck from the sky. The moon was caged atop a building. A skater was going to eat it. So, let me... Yeah, I'll be damned. Burial flip. Okay, so... Interesting. .360 hard flip. Really interesting. Okay. Well, I didn't even think about doing doing double bumpers there, honestly. Interesting. Oh, it's hiding underneath the cone. Excuse me? What are you trying to get through? What, are you trying to get through? Ha! Commandeered this gate. I must enact a vengeance upon my former friends. My ex-best friends Sean, and Sean. Very discernible. I love that. When I was alive, Sean betrayed me. Now he hides as a coward. A disgusting coward. I'd fallen for the love of my life, but Sean drove her away. The most despicable piss soul that had Sean. I'm so glad I ended up following through with this game too. And Sean, he's a horrible, horrible, horrible soul. I know people like that. I know one guy in particular who's like one of the worst human beings I've ever met in my entire fucking life. Just absolutely despicable human being. You can say more. Sean deserves to die a million times. Topple the traitors' heads. You got it. I'll work on that. There we go. Alright, I must topple some traffic cones. Where be they? I see one. Ah, I'm toppled. Who was it? I bet it was you, Sean. No. Feeling weak. Disappearing. Oh. What do you guys say? I stuck in a diamond through my shoes. Ouch. It would squeeze out my heirlooms. My soul flows thicker than my soul's. I threw it into the sludge to spite my father. He's probably out there rummaging around. Little does he know. Nice. Good job. Ah! It's just fun to actually, you know, skate around. All right, I deserve that. Calm down, calm down. Was it you, Sean? This won't be the last of me. No. Feeling rage. Feeling weak. I'll take that as the no right there. Hey. I once again deserve that. Oh, hang on. Is this the shop? Store smelled like a discount market spice rack. Welcome, welcome, the penguin said, barely looking up. He was gawking at sparkly possessions under a microscope. Well, Scared cannot enter the penguin's private collection. Ooh. One could see a very large purple poster. Sticker. Neat. So what's your story? Oh my. Pennon. You are sparkling, darling. Must have you for my collection. How much for you? Skater isn't for sale. Name your price. Okay, the Violet Moon. The Violet Moon? Think you're worth the Violet Moon? Ha! I'm a wealthy industrialist. Violet Moon is the greatest part of my collection. How can you own the moon? It's a space rock. You see, my dear rodent, my specialty is rocks. Precious rocks. That's valid. What's the price for the moon? Oh, for you? It's not for sale. You're despicable. I hate you. It's not for sale. Okay, fuck you. What the hell, man? That's uncalled for. But there is one thing, one and only thing I'd even consider trading the Violet Moon. Just across the sludgeway, inside the vault, there is a holy carrot. I trade the moon for a holy carrot. You got it. On my merry way. Lay beyond the sludge. Oh, I'm already halfway there. Okay, cool. I didn't even pay attention to the signs there. So where is other friend? Oh, there he is. Found him. Who was that? Was that you, Sean? I'll get you. I'll get you. This is not the last of me. You'll pay. Ow! Feeling small. Shaking. Ow! Amazing. Wait. Yeah, why not? There we go. Well, there's gotta be a gift shop around here somewhere, right? The station was closed under the orders from the Department of Death. They aren't really happy with you eating those moons. The lockdown must have closed this station. Wait, so it doesn't reset, does it? It might. Hang on. Oh, here we go. There's the gift shop. Oh, shit. Okay. Oops. Okay, let me see. Just quick things. Uh... One second. All right. Oops. All right. Family being family. How much salt do I have? Yeah, I can make it work. Ooh. You know what? I actually like that. Well, I'm gonna need this. I like this too. These are all good boards. All right, let's see. Now, how much do I have left? The unicorn chained to a tree in a small circular enclosure against background of various vegetation. Investigators get their bone broken. Mm-hmm. Blue rabbit. Here we go with this. There we go. Among the rain and lights, I saw the figure 5 in gold on a red fire truck, moving tense, unheeded, to gong clangs, siren howls, and wheels rumbling through the dark city. William Carlos Williams. Just go ahead and continue on with this. Let's try to get down at least to... There we go. Perfect. That's good. All right. What are we feeling? I forgot about that one. That one's great. Positively awesome. All right. Anyways, I'd probably do that one. Trucks. Let's do that. Feel like doing blue stickers. Nope, wrong way. Eudemus. And I really like those. I'm scared to actually put them on there, but that'd be good. That'll be okay. Cool. All right. Where am I at? Oh yeah, I'm still got a. Oh, son of a bitch! Do I have to redo? Fuck! Did I fuck up? I might have fucked up. Hang on. Fun. Let me see. Are they back? No, they are not. How could you? Those are my ex-best friend. What the fuck did you want me to do? Officers, a tip. I've located the Moon Eater, a demon that has toppled my ex-best friends. Ah, no, I'm so mad. What do you want from me? What do any of you want from me? What the fuck? No sleeping. Don't go killing my friends, even though I told you to go kill my friends. What? Everyone here they're just assholes. Okay. Right. All right, well. Oops, too far. Again. Okay. There we go. Oi! All right, well, I should have seen that coming. What? What the? The Holy Carrot excavation site looked pristine, as if it were abandoned the night before. In the center was the Holy Carrot. Hold that thought. Okay, hang on. Let me actually get my context out. This is probably a good enough time as any, because my god. Again, going this long without having any sort of relief from the context is enough right there. Just a whole bunch of... You know what I mean? Alright, anyways, I shall return. Excuse me. Okay, no. Good to go. Alright. Oh, man. Feels like they can breathe, finally. My eyes. Alright, let's see. I think we're making decent progress on this. Sierra felt uneasy at the sparkling gem was suspended by crusted machinery. I'm supposed to carry this all? What am I? I'm eating moons. The Holy Carrot's caustics shine on the crusted machines. Yeah. Wait, okay, well... So, oh, I see. How do I keep getting myself in those situations? I swear. Didn't mean to do that. Just kind of happened. Carrot spun with disharmony. This might be my favorite song so far. Skater pondered the Holy Carrot. That is loud. Oh my god. Holy Carrot pondered back. Oh god. Okay. Ah! All right, well. Oops. All right. I keep making the stupidest mistakes. Okay. Damn it. That would have been awesome. All right, again, that would have been awesome. There we go. Holy carry exploded in a million little shards. Is that really what I was looking to do? 40,000 souls screamed in the air. Is this just gonna get me the moon just by happenstance? Because I think I'm screwed on giving this to the penguin. Those were all trapped in there? Does that mean, are they free? Streams reverberated, yeah, reverberated into one, vibrating the underworld from within. Deep below in the ninth depth, eternity snaked. The rabbit looked at the broken pieces. So many little pieces. I don't think it's gonna come back together like you do. Maybe the penguin won't mind that you broke it. You gotta have some sort of jewel glue, right? He's gonna be very pissed about this. We're gonna steal that moon, I just know it. Sierra felt an uneasy tone without the carrot's glare. Waiting was the penguin by a portal back to Molt Street. Some of the carrots escaped souls echoed softly on Molt Street. So, do I need to go grab them again, or? Like, are we good? What is, Let's see, which way is he? That's the... Is that the kid? It is. Okay, no, hang on. So... Hang on. Yeah, here we go. Have you finally decided to join my collection? We have the carrot. Oh, sure you do. Here. Spill the pieces of the carrot onto the counter. Penguin looks stunned. Penguin's eyes turn blood red. You shattered it. Yeah. Fumes come off the top of his little head. Yep. He runs into the back room. So, my moon, please? Hunched over the display case. You insolent rodents. You destroyed the carrot. You want the moon? Man rips up the deed. It's gone now. Now the moon will explode into a million little pieces. Can't say I'm not surprised this didn't go this direction. Quick take right there. So, what's up, Gribo? Hi! How's it going? Welcome in. Hope everything's dandy, swell, and well. I'm trying to get a little bit more done with this before Resident Evil 9. It's getting close. Closer than I was expecting it to. Jesus, it is, I don't know, I feel like I've been waiting for that moment for God knows how long. The moon's orbit will soon melt the sludge and cement you. The moon is orbiting faster and faster to swallow you whole and rip your contract to shreds, unless you can match its momentum. Looks like you only have a few minutes to build your momentum. How are you doing, Grabo? I'm gonna get Mochi over here. She's actually chilling out in her tree over there for a little while. Oh, no, she's going to her blanket. I've never played RE. I was a late adopter, much like Silent Hill, I guess. Resident Evil was the first one that I ended up actually getting to. First ever Resident Evil game that I played through from front to back was Resident Evil 7. So I consider this late trilogy my trilogy. Eventually I did play RE2 remake, RE3 remake, RE4, RE4 remake. The RE4 remake I thought was unnecessary to begin with, and then I played it and I'm like, oh, this is, you know, just as good if not better. Holy shit. Was very shocked by that. So yeah, still gotta play 5, 6, 0, and Code Veronica, and a bunch of other spin-offs. You know, the series goes on for, you know, ever and ever and ever. Never played Silent Hill either. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. If you are an enjoyer of horror games, that is. Even if you don't play it, I recommend actually watching a playthrough. Silent Hill 2 Remake is, I will sing praises of that game for years to come, because nobody, myself included, nobody was saying that Silent Hill 2 Remake was going to be good. Nobody. The closest you got to anybody saying it was good was going to be somebody going, eh. And then that was it. And then it came out and I got curious and I went ahead and, you know, looked at some of that, you know, played it myself, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking amazing. Especially the performances. Oh my God, dude. I forget what the actor's name for James in that game, but he fucking crushed it in that game. So fucking much. Luke Stevens, I think was his name? I can't quite remember. Those old fixed camera games pissed me off, so I steered clear. Yeah, fair enough. I know a lot of people don't really care for that kind of stuff. I I don't know, as somebody who plays a whole bunch of retro stuff and is used to, you know, growing up with that stuff, I've gotten used to it. Sometimes even have some nostalgia for it. I can't watch this. Sorry, see you later, skater. Okay. So gotta match momentum. Got it. Okay. What happened to matching momentum? I shall evaluate the subject. Evaluator agrees to judge the subject fairly for the time specified, the duration. I've been screamed ownerless. Okay, already good. Yeah? Okay, let's see. So did I crush that time or no? Kind of hard to tell. Wait, okay, well. Uh-oh. Worth it. There we go. Cutimus. I like how the trick names at the bottom of the screen use the same font as Dark's. Does it really? I didn't even pay attention to that, honestly. I need to take another look at that. Now we're in, took another chapter out. I'm pretty sure it's the same font. God, I gotta replay that game for myself. Oh, okay. Apparently I already ate it. Interesting. Yeah, Dark Souls 1, I think I need to replay that myself, just kind of my off time. Because I played that here on stream years ago. It was one of the first few games I actually played. I never played Dark Souls either. If there's an interest, then I can recommend it. It's just I can also, it's a hard sell for me, to other people. I love the games. Those games, Bloodborne is one of my favorite games of all time. Elden Ring, all that good stuff. It's just whenever people are like, okay, what's a good like starters Dark Souls? I'm like, there's a good list of things that I could actually recommend. If you're up for the challenge, then yeah, I highly recommend them. They're so fun. Only FromSoft game I ever played, even a bit, is the fantastic and award-winning Metal Wolf Chaos. Man of culture. Other FromSoft games that are actually really good are, is it Sekiro? Do not sleep on the Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Learned that through best friend Stephanie, and it was a blast. I was very surprised. I'm not up to the challenge, and so I've never even glanced at Dark Souls nor Elden Ring, and that's fair. There's no, anybody who tries to push you to that, don't listen to them, okay? If it's one of those that's just like, I'm not really. I ended up getting curious enough to actually, want to see how that push goes and try it out for myself, and I ended up loving it to pieces. Loving it to pieces. And I was the one, my brother had much more interest in playing that game than I did personally, because the way I was approaching it was like, why would I end up playing a game or buying a game that is so incredibly hard and is only made in order to piss me off? That was the mindset I ended up going into it. Turns out I had the kind of different mindset, I didn't understand the mindset that people were going into for, what's it called? The, overcoming the challenge and learning and all that good stuff. And I just love it. I could play those games over and over. I have not finished, and I never did finish. I just really no good reason as to why. It's just, I didn't understand how the game worked. I never did finish Dark Souls 2. And that's just because I didn't understand how it really worked. Like I got to the end, what I thought was the end, and kind of just ended up stopping. So I don't have patience for games like that. It's why I also don't like roguelikes. I hate repetition. Yeah, that's understandable. My brother is kind of the same way. He tried Hades, and he was like, I just don't understand like why I would replay the same like run over and over and over and over again. And it's like, that's not fun to me. And I don't know, I could try to actually explain it to him, but and same with other people. It's like, well, I mean, it's the fact that you end up trying to, you try different, boons and, things that you can actually pick up that, make every single run feel different. And then the story sometimes can actually be really really cool, especially with Hades. All that different jazz. But I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and make the argument that it's like, okay, like, yeah, but it is different every time. Well, no, you are going through similar environments and whatnot. It's I could see how that ends up going. Personally, I love it. It's just, I know I haven't really got hunkered down with another roguelike probably since the first Hades. And I don't think I really hunkered down with one yet, just because I'm like, I know once I start, I'm going to have a difficult time stopping, but I'm trying to get back into like, maybe another one like with Mugenics that ended up coming out. And I really want to get more into that one. If it's something mindless like DRG, you're going to have to spell that one out for me, where there really aren't any stakes. I don't mind it. But when some kind of story element or collectible is Deep Rock Galactic, thank you. I don't mind it, but when some kind of story element or collectible is left behind me having to play through the entire fucking game again, looking at you, Toby Fox, I just can't. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just the idea that I can actually have a different feel the, it gives me a reason to return to a game. I know some people kind of in that sense find it annoying. To me, I find it exciting how it's like, oh, like there's more to it. There's more layers than just what I saw. Not one run, not one playthrough or anything like that will ever be the same. And I find that very exciting. But I mean, mad respect to the people who, who really, who don't want to go through that, because I get it. I trust me, I do understand. I'm not going to sit here and make the argument for it because, yeah, I mean, why would you end up locking it behind, 3 different endings or something like that? I don't know. Me, I just have fun being able to experience it again, I guess. 3 biggest random gaming pet peeves: random encounters. Yeah, I can agree with that. Success by RNG and FOMO. Can you give an example of success by RNG just to kind of understand what you mean? Because I feel like I get what you mean when you say that. Blueprints. Yeah, I guess I can see that. I love Blueprints. First puzzle roguelike I can think of. Yeah, that game was fucking incredible. And I still have not even unlocked it, or like everything that I can see there. It was so fun to be able to go through and experience. Blueprints is success by RNG. I guess I can maybe kind of understand that. Because you need like certain rooms to, kind of go between, to work with others. The map is randomly generated, and your ability to create a successful path is partly due to strategy, but also extremely limited by RNG. Okay, yeah. Another one of those that I understand it. Me personally, it makes it exciting. I don't know. Because I end up thinking like, oh, like, maybe this is why, like, I also like am a gambler at the same time. Like this is a bad comparison, so I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, this is 1-to-1. So don't take this like, literally here. But it's like, if you end up flipping a coin and it's 50-50, and, I can find that exciting, whereas other people would be like, man, it's fucking stupid. I don't know. And again, that's a very bad comparison, really, for say, if that makes any sort of sense. Like I 50-50 chance it'll land on heads. Okay, I'll bet my money on it being on tails or something like that. Things like that. I don't know. It's one of those things, of course. Bad example, but it's the only one that could really come to mind. It's also really late too. I'm not gonna shit on it. It's just it just objectively instills a gaming trope that I don't like. Doesn't mean it's bad. Just means it isn't for me. Yeah, and that's completely fair. Like I said, I'm not gonna I'm not arguing on any of that stuff at all. People have their tastes. People have their their grievances. It's kind of like I enjoy and love Metroidvanias, but there's a lot of stuff that I can complain about with Metroidvanias. Unfortunately, I think Silksong ended up getting a little. I can understand and agree with it being like very, 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 very good, but at the same time, the FOMO thing that you ended up mentioning before is the thing that I kind of have a problem with Metroidvanias, because yeah, I could go and play it just however all the way through and have fun with it, and people will encourage that. But then you get to the end and then you see this one thing and it's like, wait, you didn't get this? All you had to do was go over here. How could you miss this? This was the best item or the best, boss and all that stuff. I'm like, this is why I check every goddamn room. Like, and I get tired at the end of it, like, so I understand. Everybody has their, their objective things. Yeah, I hate it, dude. Yeah, and it's that's where I can see the FOMO kind of getting into play there. And I hate that I end up thinking like that, because I loved so freaking much of Silksong, so much. Unfortunately, I think I played too much of it to the point that I was getting annoyed. Or like Undertale, where the entire story changes based on decisions you make all the way back from the beginning of the game. Yeah, and I can understand, annoyances and grievances again with that. But that's another instance of me being like, it feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? I was about to say arbitrary, but no, that's not the right word. Contradictory, I guess, is the better word. Like with Undertale, I can see like, it's different branching pathways, or like Mass Effect, you can go with, Renegade or Paragon. Those ones are a lot more cut and dry there. And it's, in hindsight, probably not the best of things right there. But I like being able to actually carve your own story through all of that. Whereas like I look at a map of a Metroidvania, and just to give it again another example right there, and I know like I've been to this room, I've looked everywhere, and then I leave only to find out that this one little tiny corner that I didn't check in that room ended up having one of the best items in the entire freaking game. So I don't know, one of those things. Little things for everyone, of course. Oh God, Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2, one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, that's one of those that I see that with every single game, kind of like, okay, your choices shape this map all the way through the game. I guess I kind of see it like something like, I don't know, Until Dawn, or The Walking Dead, or The Wolf Among Us, or things like that, where I see it like a branching pathway. These are where your choices led you. And to that, I end up seeing it more rewarding. Horror games are different, though. Yes, there may be a character that either lives or dies, but the overall story more or less stays the same. But with Undertale, the entire story is different. So, yeah, and I personally, I think because of that, it makes it very rewarding to go through it multiple times. Personally, again, understand the grievances, 110%. I mean, I'm trying to think of like another example. Again, like you'll find things where I end up agreeing or disagreeing and stuff, only to be contradictory in another genre completely. And it's just one of those. It's like, but you said this, and I'm like, yeah, but it's different. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Like with Mass Effect, you can either sacrifice Ashley or Kaidan. It ultimately doesn't matter. There may be a few dialogues you miss, but nothing crazy. Yeah, okay. It's odd that I think about that, and for myself, it'd be like, would I find it disappointing if that was the case? I'm trying to think. Like, I like it whenever games have like choices matter, and you see how that stuff ends up playing out. It's part of the reason why I'm actually really excited to be able to actually play Disco Elysium, as I mentioned countless times before, where like, I would love to get a character sheet out and for you guys to fill it out, or eventually get around to playing Baldur's Gate 3 and I don't know, Divinity Original Sin, things like that, and just be able to see how these end up actually branching out and how the story ends up changing, in those crazy, web-like manners. I don't know. And that might be like wildly different compared, but I don't know. And we can be talking about this for hours, of course. You know how it is, of course. I mean, every game is going to be different. Every gamer is going to be different, and all I can say is thank God we're not like thank God we're not, only sports and Call of Duty gamers. You know what I mean? Skater inhaled the violet moon. No disrespect to those guys. If you can have joy in playing just a sports game and, Call of Duty over and over, bless you, okay? I can't. I get bored playing the same thing over and over and over again, and it just, these days. Maybe that's why I actually like a lot of roguelikes and different branching stories. It keeps my ADHD just running. I don't know. Nah, I give mass disrespect to people who exclusively play all the COD and Madden games. It tells me a lot about them. Okay, well, I don't know. My brother plays Call of Duty and Madden, not exclusively, but I mean, that doesn't make him a horrible person, you know? The flavor of memory was reassuring. The TV wouldn't turn on. It had no power switch. That's understandable. We going to sleep? That's another chapter done right there. That's what I'm saying. If you play other games and those just happen to be in the collection, that's fine. So, I guess the other thing that I guess with it is, like, if they have fun with it, then why not? I have a coworker that is super cool, and he plays nothing but FIFA. He doesn't play anything else. Literally doesn't play anything else. So, I mean, if you have fun with that, then, I mean, I don't see what the problem is. Just like I don't see what the problem is with people playing, I don't know, mobile games. People will hear mobile games and go like, you're one of those people. And it's like, why? Why? Like, why do you have to do this separatist sort of thing? I don't understand. Maybe sports shouldn't be grouped with COD. Okay, so that's what you. Okay, I see. I don't know. I guess I just have. I don't know. Like I guess I just. I don't want to end up assuming the worst on somebody just because they watched a movie that they liked. That's all I'm saying. Dropped through by pure sleep, the skater evaded the fuss by streets of darkly sparkled sludge. Here a penguin fueled by wrath owned the moon by deed. His flippered beak told a spectral tale of holy carrot, a gem made of 40,000 compressed souls, Jesus Christ, worth a single freedom in this dark land. The skater pushed through sludge and stem and found this carrot. With chase, the gem ground itself into dust. Upon return, the wrathful penguin, by close of night, despite the skater, ripped the violet deed into thin stripes. Oh, how the moon striped and raced into the air. My God, this is actually throwing me off for a second right there. Let me finish this, actually. The moon disintegrated and coated gray cliffs with sickly purple clouds. The centipede, the rabbit warned, it smells of this dust. It seeks to eat the moon like you, to sleep. As the fuss descended to a rest, Skater inhaled deeply in the thick night to dance the moon's chalk dust into glass lungs. All I'm saying is if the only games you're drawn to are games that you feel can be toxic in, you're a Oh, okay, now that's a completely different story then, okay? Like, no, that if you want to, like, you know, I don't know, for lack of better terms, like if you're gonna sit there, it's like, oh, the only thing I associate people who like football and only watch football is, you know, toxic masculinity. That's a very generalized statement. That I have to, like, like that's a very broad scope to just be like, oh, you like this? No, you're fucked. You know, I don't trust you, period. I don't know. I can't agree with that, honestly. There are people who like that stuff and it's not for me, period. And there absolutely 110% are people in there. And I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't. Oh my God, there are. But those people end up ringing a lot louder than some others, is what I'm just going to say. I don't know. I end up thinking about like that. It's just, I'm not making comments about simply liking something like football or PvP games. I'm talking about people who are only into those things. And I don't know. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. Again, That just feels like if people, you know, it just feels very generalized to me. And quite frankly, I think that's being very restrictive of character on some people, like making assumptions, really. Not saying that that is the case. It's just that's just how it feels to me, really. So, I mean, we'll just, we'll just have to agree to disagree on that, honestly. I get what you're saying. It's just, yeah, I don't know. That can get a little messy, of course. I've spoken to the skater. The philosopher was speaking on the phone. Yes, the skater has come into my shop. Does he have an iPhone? What the fuck? No, I have not assisted the skater in any material form. Yes, I heard the 40,000 scream. Can you imagine somebody just fucking saying that out in the open? Just, I don't know. You walk by somebody on the street, it's like, yes, I heard the 40,000 screams. And it's like, what? That's all you can actually fucking think. Like, you don't know how that ends up actually applying, but it's just one of those things. That's probably a Galaxy Note because space it. Clever. I love it. Okay, I'll think about that. That's a good way of putting it. My, what is this, an S25? Galaxy S25? I end up seeing the cameras there in a vertical line right here. So that's all I was thinking of. I don't know, maybe they all are doing that triangle spacing. No, I didn't count them. What? Are you certain? Screams woke it up? Ugh, God hook. I'm just thinking now again, the Galaxy, and I don't know how I didn't put that together myself. I was just like, iPhone, okay. Yeah, honestly, the smartphone industry has lost its spark, in my opinion. That I can agree with. Everyone is just copying one another these days. That's all it is. They think they have a wild new idea, and it's just like, eh. There's nothing that is like, let me put it this way. There's nothing that is like driving me to go to the store and get a new phone anymore. It's just like, this is a new one. Or no, I need to upgrade. Is this the new one? Does it work? Okay, cool. Perfect. Ooh, neat. New features, all this stuff. Great. Put it in the pocket. Forget about it all the every single time. A dim piece of fire crackled by the front door. You got mail. I wonder who it's from. With the straight up burning envelope and the pentagram sigil. Sigil. It was delivered by a goat-skulled snake who sunk in through the floorboards. God almighty. I don't know, just maybe it's from the I'm gonna note that next time. I had to pay taxes to the to the devil, otherwise known as the IRS. Every iteration, at least with iPhone, is just, hey, look, we added camera +1, and I'm over here, like, cool. I don't take pictures. I don't give a fuck. It feels like, and I know my brother, because he gets a new phone every single year. I don't know what he sees. Like, I just don't pay attention to it because it's just like, it's practical. That's all it is for me anymore. I probably won't upgrade this until I feel like it's running really, really slow. And even then, I probably will end up muscling through. My brother, every year that a new iPhone comes out, he goes and buys it. And I don't really understand. But again, I don't keep up with it, so I don't know. Anyways, he just likes new tech, period, too. So, to me, it was like the biggest upgrade with the next iPhone that ended up coming out for me was just like, we added USB-C. And I'm like, you're so revolutionary. Oh my God. What? You added USB-C? That's unheard of. Unheard of. What? Now, I'm being over exaggerative, but I mean, like, I don't know. There's some cool features here and there, but it doesn't warrant like me having to do an upgrade every year. I used to upgrade every year or two when I worked at Apple, but that's because I got a yeah, and why wouldn't you, right? I mean, fuck it, why not? You got a discount, you get, you know, you basically get it for, you know, a pretty decent enough price. Yeah, fuck it, why not, right? I'd say that's worth it. And now you don't, it's just like, whatever. The wide open window. A long golden river boiled off into the distance. Loop hero? Hold on. Oh. Oh, well, this is a devolver situation, so yeah. Makes sense. Uh-oh. He's just gonna repeat. Got it. Picture of the moon by a tiny townhouse. Yeah, I mean, I have Apple Care on this phone, so I can just keep fixing it if shit breaks. But remind me, Apple Care is... That's just the warranty or insurance, really. I don't really know how you put it, really. That's what that is, right? Like, it just helps replace, like, a screen or the camera, and so it's a warranty. Okay, good. I had to sit there, I was like, Apple Care, what is Apple Care again? I had to think about that for a second. Drops repair costs and such. Okay, I see. Oh, you know what? I actually had to... Yeah, I had to upgrade my phone relatively recently, now that I think about it. It was within the last 2 years, if I remember correctly. Literally because I just remembered this. Like, I noticed at the corner of my phone, like right here, that there was like just the tiniest of scratches or cracks, I guess I should say. You know, the kind of the ones that have like the triangle crack or something like that, like, you know, something chipped it or something. And I left it alone for a while. Didn't do anything. Granted, I also didn't have a case on it, even just like a little protective cover like that. Probably a big mistake right there, but it worked for me for years. It just did. Anyways, I left it alone for a little while. I remember I had a conversation with my parents about, like, you know, upgrading it and everything. I was like, you know, I'll get around to upgrading it one of these days. I don't know. It's working just fine. And then I ended up like pulling it out of my pocket one time, and I noticed the giant crack going from that triangle little chip right there going across the screen. I'm like, yeah, I probably should go ahead and upgrade it now. Literally, like that next day, it's like, God damn it. Because I didn't want to be one those people who end up are like, they have like a giant crack across it, or like it's shattered and they're somehow still using it. And I'm just like, I don't know how you're not slicing your finger open doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I might as well go upgrade it. I got the free upgrade. So, I mean, fuck it. Why not? So that was an interesting little one right there. From the devil to the glass skater. Dang. Yep. Indeed. Please find attached one ticket to the banquet tonight. Bring all 7 moons in your stomach. It's just a fortune cookie little message right there. Okay, well. The bus search for the skater in this heaven for fools. Here heretics await their salvation from a false sun. You mean the moon? Landlorded by a moon of feigned... This is such Shakespearean fucking dialogue. I love it, but also I have to like stop and think about it for a second. A land lorded by a moon of feigned turns and irregular truths, fumed tombs by a golden river of melted bone. The haze had recently thickened. For all its lies, the moon knew the impending truth. The centipede is awake. Stop the moon eater. Night cannot end. The moon was right outside. Really? Just that simple, huh? Wine was here skated towards it. Oh! The moon enveloped the skater with a golden fog. Oh shit, that is a step. I didn't even realize that. Oi. Well. Oi, okay, I wasn't paying attention. The false sun brought the skater to haze-filled streets. Oh, there goes Near Automata again. Flaming tunes expel a thick mustard dust. This haze is hard to breathe in. Even the fog lies. The false sun lives in a townhouse on this island. It lives in a townhouse. Oh, man. I want to know what ended up going through this creator's mind. If it's all Sam Eng, then great. Okay, I'm off to bed, homie. Hey, Grybo, thank you so much for coming by, man. Go ahead and get some rest. Much deserved and needed rest. I hope it is well, dandy, and swell. And we'll hopefully see you again tomorrow, all right? Thank you so much. I should be on tomorrow. There might be a little bit of a, like, a delay on some things because I have to go vote, but you'll see. Anyways, have a good night, all right? Talk to you soon, friend. Just find the right one and eat it quick. Worth it. Almost. The cozy townhouse sat on the edge. Are those slugs just running around? What the hell is that? Just right past my webcam right there. The cozy townhouse sat at the edge of the island. There's a warmth emanating from its soft windows. Hello? Oh, you bastard. Hello? I know you're in there. Hello? Who's there? Delivery, your food's here. Oh, really? Come right in. Works every time. Most of the time. Hi, I'm gonna eat you. So, what's up, Shaxter? Hello, welcome in. How you doing, man? Hope everything's dandy swell well. Feeling all right? How's the foot going for you? Hat's the moon? Another moon. What in the world? Where's my food? Quick, eat it. Oh, crap. You're the moon eater. Clever. The moon was too high to reach. Yeah, that's fair. Let's here move the ladder over to the moon. Is it this simple? Are you serious? The moon buzzed with a soft laughter. It turns inside out. Wait, don't eat that. It's a black hole. I mean, that would probably solve the hunger issue, if I'm going to be honest. Could be better going to the doctor tomorrow morning and need a stream to unwind from. Yeah, well, you're in for some good vibes. Some nice music. Some good good calmness before the storm that is this weekend. I'm so excited to be able to play Resident Evil 9 on here. So excited. Like I said to Grybo a little earlier before he ended up dipping out, that trilogy, 7, 8, and what is now going to be 9 is going to be like, is what I consider my Resident Evil trilogy, and I'm super, super excited to see how it ends up actually panning out. Very excited. That black hole would have stretched your insides into a noodle. False moon. Cool, man. Me and a buddy will be playing that too. Oh, no kidding. Yeah. It's exciting stuff. I hope that it actually ends up being the embargo for reviews and stuff is going to be up on Wednesday, so I think we should be seeing reviews by then. I'm really hoping no review is really going to, keep me from actually playing it. So, I mean, I'm sure it'll still be great, but I'm really hoping that the balance between the survival horror with Grace and the action with Leon will be a good balance. I could see it being like very clashy, I guess, but I'm hoping it'll be good. I think it should be okay. This app is full of lies. Let's get out of here. Okie doke. Skater came out of a mirage. A hallucination of a false image. Just fingers crossed it's horror like Seven and Village. You know, I really enjoyed Village. I had a little bit of like, some issues with it, just in terms of, I guess kind of in terms of the story. A lot of people go about it as like, oh, Ethan, one of the worst protagonists that ever lived. And I'm like, I didn't think he was that bad. He's nothing special, but he's not that bad. No, I just mean that like kind of like the pacing was a little off for me. I don't know. And then the horror I think was a little dialed back from 7, because 7 was like, oh, that was proper horror right there. 7 had me like fucking like my toes were curled at all times, and it was fucking glorious. It was awesome. So I do hope that the horror is more closely to 7. But I'm all for Resident Evil 4 remake action in there with Leon. All for it. Just hopefully it actually meshes well. Ethan was fine, but Magic Goop fixes cuts and shit. Bam. Honestly, I found that more funny than anything. I get like, and I understand a lot of the problems that people have with it, but I don't know. Me, it didn't bother me too much because I guess I just found it funny. Are any of these real? Slug. Fuck, lost my hand. Pours Magic Goop and puts it back on and healed. Better. Let's kill this fish. That, like, I legitimately, I don't know if I cheered, but I got a good laugh out of that. Where he just, like, I don't know, puts the hand right back. Okay, yeah, like nothing happened. I guess you could technically make an argument on, spoilers for people who have never played Village, right? You could make an argument on the fact that he's technically not human. Still, let's be real, man. That could solve medical issues so fast. Yeah, it definitely would. Imagine just pouring that shit on your foot, or rather, you just like, I don't know, give it a bath. And it's like, all right, there we go. If only, man. We're straight to bean toes. The only reason I paused it was because I knew I was gonna end up running into something right there. Oh, there she goes. Someone's head gets cut off. Pours magic shit. Welcome back to the land of the living. You know some corporate dickhead would like Jurassic Park that shit. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking lawyer, the scumbag lawyer that was in the first Jurassic Park movie. It's like Dr. Hammond is like, no, we're making this an affordable park for families to come and have fun. It's like, yeah, sure. Maybe we can have like a coupon day. Like, you fucking bastard. Fuck you. Oh, is that all I have to do? Do I just have to run into these? Is that all it is? Maybe that's all it is. Oi! Okay, I should have seen that coming. Oh, okay. That would have been cool, though. Yeah, I think that is all I have to really do right now. The fog was clear. Yeah, okay. So I am doing the right thing right now. Jason Voorhees and every other horror killer loses all their kills. Could you imagine? Just, I don't know. Jason Voorhees died in a fucking in the lake, but the lake was nothing but that magical shit, and then he comes back and is like, I'm alive. Just Jason himself, not even his kills. Literally just Jason. There's just like, oh damn it. I just tried to grind it like friggin' Tony Hawk. What the hell's wrong with me? No matter how much I've actually played this goddamn game, I'm still sitting here just like, okay, like Tony Hawk rules. Nope, no it's not. Freddy kills Nancy in part 3, pours magic goop. What the fuck? Oh. I want frogs for bagels. Poor Leatherface will be confused after cutting someone in half. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I need to not go into buildings, period. Okay. Oi! Okay, I'm not paying attention. You moini? You baby. You can see it right there, yeah. My sweet baby. My mimi. This is not a stable like place for you to rub against. You think it is, but it isn't. I'll say this though, the new Halloween game coming out will not survive. You know, I hate to agree with you, but I hope I'm wrong because I never want a game to fail, unless it's like a generally like either completely manned by scumbags and completely AI. You know what I'm talking about. Like the ones that it's just like, come on, guys. You know those things. Hell, even High Guard. Everyone loved to shit off a High Guard, and I'm like, look, I don't have a stake in this, but I mean, like, you know, I hope that it doesn't fail. Like, I really hope it ends up finding its audience. Turns out at this point, I think it's pretty much dead, which is unfortunate for the developers, but eh. But this Halloween game, like, it's one of those that's just like, fuck, again, another neat idea, and I want it to, you know, do well, but I just don't see it expanding and doing well. I see you already actually making good comparisons right there. It's the same fate like Evil Dead, Killer Clowns, and so on. Of one game we all know, because of one game and we all know what it is. It's unfortunate. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. Absolutely. You know, hopefully it ends up actually taking off and it does well. And if so, great. I'm happy to hear that is the case. But I don't see it being so because Dead by Daylight, there you go. Dead by Daylight, has pretty much got a knee over the throat right there. You know, forever and ever. It's the same as people like, I don't know, they're trying to capitalize off the we're trying to capitalize off of the whole live service trend and all that stuff, and it's, I don't know, you're sending studios out to die at some point. There's some that end up like, you know, breaking the mold and doing really, really well. Case in point, like Helldivers, but I mean, oftentimes, I don't know, it gets very concerning. Well, the Halloween game don't have Strode, so it's Dead Arrival. Let's not say that. Again, a lot of times these games have like a lot of passion to them. You know, and they got developers that oftentimes mean well and want well and, you know, all that good stuff. Oi! Alright, let's not go into a building this time. Oi! Oh! Alright, well, I deserve that. Alright, what the fuck was even that? Okay, well, I'll say this: I don't mind playing playing some of those games, but Gun Media are just awful for it. I'm sorry, I love them and hate them at the same time. They just need, like, I don't know. I get what they're trying to go for. At the same time, who made Dead by Daylight? Who are the developers for that one again? I can't remember, to be completely honest with you. It's not Gun. I know it isn't. I'm trying to remember who the hell it is. True Yellow House glowed on a mirage of the moon. Stop. The haze is the only thing that keeps us safe. I'm gonna start the banquet so badly. Fine, it's time for high tea. Yeah, because Gun and Behavior Interactive, thank you. Yes, that's correct. Gun, they ended up making, what is it? They weren't the ones with the Jason, or Jason. The Friday the 13th game, right? They did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I don't know why hang on. This is actually gonna bug me now. Let's see. DBD is 10 years old and still going strong. Good for them, honestly. Got a friend that ended up making through here that you know, she is a partner with DBD and she's loving every second of it, and that's, you know, it's absolutely awesome, really. I'm glad that people do still have fun with that game. My brother is a big one. I could never really get into it. I'll watch it, you know, I'll have it on in the background. Again, case in point, whenever Gabs ends up playing it. But I don't know. There was a lot to really take in whenever I saw it, personally. Let's see. Gun Media made Friday the 13th. Okay, so they did do that. Killer Clowns, Evil Dead, and Halloween. That's a shame, really. Because Friday the 13th, I think, was killed off too soon, honestly. I think a lot of people genuinely really liked that game, but unfortunately, just the thing started to taper off because of Dead by Daylight, really. Killer Clowns, I can't speak on it. Well, the lawsuit killed oh, that's right. Yeah, no, you good point. I completely forgot about that whole fiasco. Killer Clowns is one of those that's like, okay, interesting pull, but I don't see a lot of people really gravitating towards it because of the fact that it's such an obscure thing. I don't know a lot of people that know what Killer Clowns from Outer Space is. Evil Dead would have been a banger. The problem is I could actually see that better as like a Left 4 Dead like than a, you know, a DBD like, I guess, for lack of better terms. And unfortunately, that didn't last long. And Halloween is seemingly going along those same lines. I think, if I remember correctly, like, I think they're going with a for a style that is like, you can do it. And I'm probably talking out of my, I remember it was different this time compared to some others where you can do it solo or you can do it in multiplayer. I forget what the hell it was. There was something that was unique that was just like, oh, well, good. I'm glad they included that. There was something along those lines. I don't remember what it was. Let's see. Killer Clowns is a B-grade horror movie at best. And I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. It's just, unfortunately, like, whenever you try to pull for something like that and try to make it what it was, again, like, I go back to saying that, like, I don't know, a Left 4 Dead like or something like that. Or you make it a Destroy All Humans, but with Killer Clowns. You know, just, you can do something better with that property. If you're going to pull from something that's obscure and, you know, kooky and weird and dumb fun, then you can do something. I don't know. It's just, in that sense, it was going to be a little difficult. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre probably would have been a better hit, but to my knowledge, it didn't end up becoming a hit. To my knowledge. Okay, we're back in. There you go. You ended up answering my questions with those. I guess it's almost dinner time. Okay, fine. Come on now. Take a seat. Get in my belly. Why are you trying to eat me? Don't you know what happens when all the moons are eaten? You keep the night from ending. My light keeps these souls from sleeping. I give them hope. Without hope, those souls won't stay in the underworld. They rely on me. They need my lies. No, I can't be eaten. You can't eat me. No, not yet. Or clicked open, and he's gone. Nice dinner. Great. Nice sticker. Great. May I never have to see that ever again. Even though Hellraiser has its own game coming out later this year, it won't work either. Okay, that I actually would say that I kind of disagree on. mainly because it isn't a multiplayer game. And they're doing a full-on like story with it. You know, full-blown story. Will I personally play it? To be honest, probably not. And not because of the reason like there's no interest. No, I think there is just, it's probably just going like pushing some barriers for me that are going a little too far. You know, I love gore and boobies and sex and all that stuff as much as the next guy. I feel like it might be pushing it a little too far for me. Like Hellraiser has always been one of those properties that's just like, my stomach can only handle so much, please. So I think Hellraiser might be actually doing better in its own right because of the fact that it is a story game. It is not repeating a new like a current movie or anything like that. It is doing its own thing all the way through. And maybe it won't work out. I don't know. But I see that working better than it going like, okay, multiplayer game. It's like, no. Let's take a breather, guys. I forget who's working on the Hellraiser game. I just know that Xavier Nelson is voicing the protagonist, and he's fucking awesome. He's great. He owns and runs Strange Scaffold, developer and publisher. Oh, hello, Citizen Skater. Good to see you obeying the law. Where's your floppy rat? Oh, I'm just on my patrol, and I saw these guys right over here. I saw their sleep permits, but guess what? They're forged. Well, Saber Interactive, who was making it, made Evil Dead, World War Z, and a few Halo Saber Interactive has actually been doing pretty good for themselves lately. Really good for themselves. I mean, case in point, I mean, they're a good, like, B studio, really. You know, they're you know, double A for the most part. World War Z, I know a lot of people really like. A few Halo games. I don't know about the Halo games. You'd have to actually explain that to me right there. Because that I actually didn't know about. I would imagine it's one of the spin-offs, right? But they ended up doing Space Marine 2. I know a lot of people really liked Predator Hunting Grounds, despite the fact it was another one of the multiplayer stuff. And critically, it was all right. But I know a lot of people that actually really enjoyed that. The new Turok game, I was like, probably not. But I don't know. After looking at it actually showcased a little bit more, I was actually a little bit more intrigued. And this is coming from somebody who wasn't a Turok guy, so I mean, I don't know. I'm probably speaking out of my ass there. And then the John Wick game is actually being published by them. I mean, Evil Dead, so flop. WWE 2K Battlegrounds, flop. They did 2K Battlegrounds? Yeah, that one wasn't, from my understanding, very great. Predator, flop. Yeah, I would say that was a flop. I don't know. They seem to be doing well for themselves. Some misses for sure. Definitely. I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't any, but I don't know. They got some wins. And they have some confidence in the things that they're trying. It's not like they're throwing shit at the fan and hoping, like, hope to God it sticks to one of the blades on there. No. It seems like they're trying to give, like, at least their good effort to it. I don't think they're no EA or 2K or anything like that. No. These guys seem like they're, you know, they're genuinely trying some things. I need to wake up these damn sleepers. Golden bell dangled its chain. Oh, nope. Oh. Well, all right. Halo-wise, the Master Chief Collection, Halo 3 and ODST, Halo Online, and Combat Evolved. What? I need to confirm that. As to my knowledge, that was all, well, Halo Studios now, but that was all 343. I could be wrong. I didn't keep up with that. That's the AI overview. I don't trust that. That's been wrong on like more times than I can count now. Saber Interactive Games, and that showed. Let's see. They did the Halo 2 anniversary remaster. That's awesome. That was really good. I didn't know they did Combat Evolved Anniversary as well. That's interesting. Halo Online. I didn't realize this, actually. 343 did all the organizing and whatnot, I believe. But yes, much of the work on MCC was contracted to many smaller studios. But since the brand is on the box, they are held responsible and will take all the flat, just how it is. Saber Interactive only did campaign work, nothing else. Oh, okay, yeah. This is one of those instances that they outsource to a bunch of stuff. They made Shaq Fu and Legend Reborn. I don't. Okay, hang on. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Because to my understanding, they had a lot of good stuff too. Let's see. How about this? Time Shift. Yeah. Halo CEA. Never heard of that, so I can't speak on that. I don't even know what that's like. NBA Playgrounds. They did Ghostbusters, the game remastered. I gotta play that for Halloween one of these days. I might as well go ahead and actually, let's see. Vampire, I heard, is actually not bad. Just not great either. Oh, but it's the Nintendo Switch edition. Okay, well, I can't speak on that. Same with Call of Cthulhu. In fact, yeah, they did all that. Again, a lot of people really like World War Z, so SnowRunner. I don't know much about simulation games, so I can't speak on that. Same with Mud Runner. Crisis Remastered. It's good. 2K Battlegrounds, again, like you mentioned, was a bit of a bust. Not a bit, it was a bust. Gloomhaven, wow. Okay, that's a good one. Teardown, all right. Help with that. They published that. That's a good one. Saber helped with the Nintendo Switch Kingdom Come. Okay, got it. This is a bold one. Yeah, I could see this being like, you know, back and forth for sure, where it's just like, a lot of this is kind of But lately, what it seemed like, whenever you get like here down, once you get to Space Marine 2, because I think a lot of people probably would have looked at this, especially with that given, you know, before right there. I could see a lot of people getting concerned. You know, you get to, where was it? You get to Warhammer Space Marine and you see Saber, and it's like, holy shit, they crushed it. I can't freaking believe it. And so then you start getting to a point. It's kind of the same thing as Bloober, where a lot of people, myself included, were not really excited for Bloober games. But then, I don't know, Silent Hill 2 ended up coming out and they fucking crushed. Yeah, well, And lately, it seems like looking through it, they have a foothold into something. Jurassic Park Survival actually looked not bad. It looked not bad. Turok Origins, again, coming from somebody who wasn't a Turok gamer, so I can't speak on that. It actually looked pretty solid to me, but I don't know. We'll see. John Wick, I don't know. I'm all for, John Wick having his own video game. How the fuck that didn't happen sooner is beyond me. We'll see. Okay. It's like you said right there. We'll see what happens here with Hellraiser and John Wick. Anything is possible. I won't hold my breath, especially after kind of getting, more acquainted with that. But I mean, I'm going to hold on to a little bit of hope here. But anyways, Shen, hello. How goes it, man? How you doing? Welcome in. Everybody's Andy swallowing well. Just kind of looking through some more stuff and trying to get a little bit more of this done before Resident Evil 9 comes out. It is necessary. Necessary. How are you doing, man? I needed this rant, man. Thanks. It's no problem. No problem at all. Like I said, I never want to see a game fail. And quite frankly, I find it just kind of sad. Anybody who's just like, yeah, fuck this game and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, there are people who put their heart and soul into this and, really wanted it to actually succeed. And, hopefully it ends up being good. I don't know. But so I'll never understand people that actually cheer for that and, hope for that with the game unless it's deserved. Okay? And you know what I mean by deserved? Not like, oh, this looks like ass, therefore it deserves to fail. No. I'm talking about the developers are pieces of shit or it's made by AI or anything like that. No. All that stuff right there is what I mean. A game can still look like butt and still be somehow really, really fun. Look at Vampire Survivors. Yeah. I won't understand with that stuff. Just got home a bit ago, played some Ghost of Tsushima. Nice. There you go. I need to actually get that on PC. I started it, and ever since my home burned down and lost my PS5, all that progress is gone. So I eventually got to start that back up somehow, some way. I'm so glad that PlayStation decided to put most of their library on PlayStation or on PC. I actually just finished Red Dead Redemption earlier too, so now I gotta tackle Undead Nightmare. Woo! What's going on out there? Hey buddy, you're breaking the law. There are no laws in heaven. You can't sleep here. I'm not sleeping. Well, you were. I saw you. Then we woke you up. So now you're coming to the Department of Death. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Done nothing wrong. I like this guy. Don't make me rip you out of there. You hear me? Don't make me call the department. I fucking hate Coney. Smush him. The tomb's lid opens. They peer in. Moon was inside the tomb's darkness. All right, buddy, I'm coming in. You're arrested. Coney walks into the tomb. Tell me he dies a horrible death. I hope Coney died a horrible death. Please, for the love of God, tell me that Coney died a horrible death. Inside the flaming tomb was a place of void. The false sun glowed like a lamp. The rabbit sat in the void under the false sun. The false sun soaked into the rabbit's eyes. Well, Glass Skater, I'm not scared of the banquet. I'm a little bit scared of what comes after. While I ride the golden subway, while I finally start healing. Rabbit's eyes crystallize into red stars. Jesus. Or will I be stripped of all feeling because my soul is too cold to warm up all my coals? And these eyes are spent and cried for the last time. And at the dinner, will the devil ask to see my claws? Rabbit shrank away. She's getting Nancy. What the? The moon was hard to reach. It was made of evasion, pretension, avoidance. Yellow haze from the tombs clouded the way forward. Oi! Let's see. Whoops. Aye. All right, well. Well, shit. I need to just probably ride this. Let's see. Well. I didn't mean to do that. Neither did I mean to do that. Oi. Somehow I made that. Oi. Oh shit. I somehow made that. Holy shit. Skater found the moon on its side like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Bells hung from the mirage. Yeah? So, am I finishing another chapter today? That would be nice. Well, what the fuck happened there? All right. All right. Well. Very nice. Wait, the moon said. I'm not ready to be eaten. You have to suck it up. This will turn out well. Oi, never. That's what I get. Well, I know, Mama. Fight. God, this really is just vibes the game. Totally. 110%. This is like all lore that you end up actually making the entire way through your high school years. Pure momentum pierced the false sun's crystal shell. Who would trust me? I can't blame you. This underworld is all you have. Truth? You want the truth? Fine. I'll show you the truth. I know the truth, the moon chirped. If you eat me, it'll be time for the banquet. The appetite is all ruined and full of moon. I need this. Just vibes. You're already full. Why the banquet? The banquet isn't for you. Too bad. Numb. Demon Skater, Swallower, Stomacher. I am the truthful seventh moon. She's getting really antsy. Moon mirages sang overlaid. Among false stars is a long false sun, and the truth shoots through you. Let's see. I'm almost done, Mama. She's wanting our cuddles. It's the end times, folks. The skater has eaten all 7 colored moons. What's the eternal centipede forecast look like, Steve? There's a Steve in hell. It's looking pretty dire here. The eternal centipede is definitely awake now. Multiple sightings have been called in from the 5th depth, saying they've seen it screaming. One report has said its front eye is indeed visible. Its eye is visible. Can you repeat that, Steve? Yes, a local sludge drinker called in. Is that a slur that he just casually dropped on TV? There's just one report, but the eye was described as a red star laser. Steve, that's not good, Steve. No, it isn't. It's not good. Not at all. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, well. And to bed I go. Skater tried to sleep, belly full of moon. Skater laid waiting for sleep. We got 2 more chapters after this, so that's good news. The fuss searched for the skater in this heaven for fools. Land lorded by a moon of irregular truths. The eternal centipede descended toward. False sun's mirages sang overlaid. Demon skater, swallower, stomacher of all spectral moons. It's time for the banquet, it glowed. As the truth hit the stomach first, coarse and glass veins wept further down to a crowd of shadows. And there we go. All right, well, we're calling it right there. I got 2 more chapters to go, so we're almost there. We are almost there. Plan is that I should be able to stream tomorrow. I should be able to. I have some responsibilities to do before I get over here, but I don't think it should affect too much. Fingers crossed. We'll see. And then hopefully we can actually end up finishing it by then. But we will see. Wednesday is always a little iffy. I'm kind of leaning more towards, because that's my therapy sessions, really. And that isn't over until about 6 o'clock, give or take. And then I only get home about 6:30, 7. And I still have to shower, play with the cat, and all that good stuff. I'm still kind of debating on whether or not I'm going to be able to stream on those days, but we'll see. I might be able to muscle through on some of that stuff, but we'll play it by ear. Plan will probably be, if everything goes well, and it goes kind of what I'm expecting it to, stream this tomorrow, hopefully finish it tomorrow. Wednesday, assuming no stream, that is going to be the thought. And then Thursday, I don't know, might just do Steam Next Fest demos. There's some that are just out. I could do more Metal Wolf, but literally the next day is going to be nothing but Resident Evil 9 all throughout the weekend. So I probably should be a little prepared for that. So we shall see. All right. Anyways, the cat is getting very unruly. Oh, no. Oh, she's mad. You can see. No, her face doesn't come over. She's giving me a glare. Why are you so grumpy? Grumpy, Mama. I'm all done. Don't worry. I know you too. And she does slow things. I know you, Mama. Yeah, she hears me just fine. Okay, anyways, yeah. We'll call it right there. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. You guys are fantastic, wonderful, lovely, amazing. Much love to all of you. Very glad that I ended up continuing with this because I thought, as mentioned before, I thought that maybe the beginning was maybe gonna be a little slower than it actually ended up turning out to be. But all's good. I demand pets, human. She demands cuddles. She wants me to go lay over there on the couch and just, she wants to lay on top of me, like right here, basically. I know that's what she wants. So I'll probably give that to her for maybe another 30 minutes to an hour before I go to bed. But we'll end up seeing. All right. Anyways, thank you so much. Anyone else that stopped by to take a quick peek, I very much appreciate you guys as well. Thank you so much. Maybe consider leaving a follow and continue in the future. If not, totally cool. Totally understand. Just hope you enjoyed. That is all as important. Shaggy, Vishen, thank you so much. Much love to you guys. I hope that you guys are well, and we will be able to see you guys come tomorrow. All right. We'll see you guys later. All right. Please be sure to follow me here. Socials, Discord, and the entire fucking control to run it through with you. With that all being said, I'll catch y'all later. Oh man, I just made myself out of breath there. Jesus Christ.